uh, Snake Rhinman? Is that how you say it? Come everyone, we shall abide Rhyman's. According to our scouts, he was seen fleeing to the coastal region of Hugh. 'Tis a local abound with ports both new and old. Perhaps he has a ship he is meant to call. Then we better get moving before he's gone for good. Alright, well. Heard a band called the Rock Rats really brought the fight to Zenoira. Not only did they raid their camps for supplies, they freed plenty of kidnapped bastards while they were at it. Our enemies will never set foot on these lands again, you have my word. We'll see about that. With Zenoira gone, it's finally safe to leave our homes again. I was just about to head to the tavern where the wolf friend of mine, speaking of, you can join us if you'd like. Alright, confirmed furry, you hate to see it. Some of the best trolls we rescued once stopped attacking us, had no choice but to toss them in the town goal, sadly. Well, you know, I suppose that means you didn't get rid of them. There's a cemetery literally right next to the city, okay then. Yeah. We gotta be getting close to getting all of these in this area. That was not the last one though, so there's still more out there somewhere. Anything worthwhile this area? So many garrisons, yet they don't actually ever give us anything. Oh, looks like we have the location for one of our treasure maps that we hadn't finished just yet. Miracle Fruit, Ancient Crown, and Money. What's that Ancient Crown do for us, huh? Ancient Crown, Ace PP +1, all stats +5. Yeah, that seems really nice. Okay, who can make use of this here? Who do we want to make use of this? We can essentially just replace it with one of the PP pendants, and then just give whoever we want it an extra 5 stats to everything. Not the worst. It is an accessory, so we can pretty much give it to whoever. Maybe we give it to Yana? It gives her +5 to other stats. It would help with their initiative and stuff, but not that much. Fran, maybe? So many people to think about here. Berengaria could have it. Not that she really needs it. Elsalindi, maybe? Not the worst person to have it. That seems fine. She could also use Elemental Roar once we get her there, which will make that group just that much better. The Lion bloodline was said to have been made extinct by Zenoira, yet now I hear the Liberation counts one among their numbers. Such news gives great hope indeed. If it isn't the good Prince Elaine, allow me to thank you for everything you've done for us. Indeed. It feels strange to say, we've begun working with humans to protect our lands. What's so strange about all of that? Rip all of my supplies? But that is yet another town repaired. Chasing off Zenoira was a feat in itself, yet here you are helping us even more. It's almost like you were sent to us by the heavens themselves. That's a bit more praise than needed, but, you know, we'll take it. We have everybody stationed, okay.
Take your time. Relax.
Storm of Hail, +20 accuracy, freeze immunity, 20 physical attack, and it has the same skills as the other ice weaponry. I mean, just for the base 20 attack, 20 accuracy, freeze immunity, that's probably alright. We had access to this earlier, I just never really felt a need to use it. These ice weapons don't seem like the worst. Base PP +1, guard rate -20. I mean, especially when a lot of your staff users and your bow users don't really have any guard rate. the blade, axe, and spear users generally have a little bit more.
Thank you much.
Even then, their guard rate's not all that high. It only really hurts if you have enough guard rate to make it more worthwhile. We prayed for ages to be rescued from Sonora, and now our plea's finally been answered. All the Spestrals have skills to get stronger at night, we know that. On top of everything else, Sonora kept their purse strings signed deep. It was hard enough even to scrape by when they were in charge. Not only do Vestrals such as I gain augmented stats when the moon rises, but some of our skills grow stronger as well. Yeah. Sturdy, strong, and slow. Those are the defining features of werebear like me. Though it's up to you to decide whether that's even what you look for. Definitely not the worst. Yep, venom thrust poisons. If you're already poisoned, it does extra damage. And then you still go down anyways because you're a thief. Right. Thieves definitely better for the earlier to like early mid-game, and then after that they kind of just fall off. Still use them for like dodge tanking and whatnot, of course, but offensively they're not really doing all too much. They still have utility with stealing AP and PP though, so they're still use. Melzinar is done kidnapping us now that he's gone. Anyone found that have cooperated with Zora will pay the price, that's a promise. His brain brought suffering to the Vestrals and humans alike. What he did drive us apart as he made one. If anything, our mutual pain only pulled us closer together. What does this town need? Well, got just enough. Well, just off of those repairs, we basically got all our money back. My mom and dad was talking about how great the prince is. That's gotta be you, right? That's us. Beastslayer Parrying Shield. Counterattacks have plus 50 potency, bro. Activates before being hit by a melee attack. Negated gets the user. This has to be like a hero, sellsword, whatever the advanced class is. Like, this has to be their weapon, right? 50% counterattack skills potency with how much they spam counters. Come on, yeah. 20% guard rate, minus 20% guard rate. So it's just 7 physical defense with plus 1 AP. I mean, that's not even bad. You still get 10 guard rate even with the rage shield. Doesn't really help for your tankiness, but we're definitely taking this parrying shield.
Thank you much.
Let's see here. You can take the parrying shield. So that way your counterattacks can do a good bit of damage. Heard the prince fixed up our house for us and the rest of the town too. Is there anything can't? We really chased him off. I didn't think you could get rid of him. Well, we did. Good, more fish. We needed that, especially after we gave so much of ours away. Everybody's chilling over here. This here really something, you know? I got a kick out just watching them go. Strength of Were Owl lies beyond merely recovering PP. We can also grant our allies steady HP regeneration. We're quite skilled at holding down the front. I wonder if we could get like a third elemental roar if we used more werebears with Rosalindi and her sister. The final stragglers as the Nora's army fled west from here. I saw it myself. Okay then. I gotta say, you keep coming in way too early with that heavy cover of yours. Next time you make sure I only use them when I'm on low health, yeah? Say so. I get that guard allies is what you're good at, I really do, but I'm never gonna use wide counter if I don't get hit. So yeah, stay out of the way at least I'm on low health. Okay. Anyways, what's for dinner? Just another way of telling you how to make use of some of the strategies to help you do better. It's nice. Did we check out the Citadel and so
Relax.
Juggernaut? Attack a single enemy, ignores 100% defense versus cavalry. happy. It's ground based as well. 30k, I mean, it must be good at that point. 30% critical damage certainly doesn't hurt. 150 base as well. And they can't guard it. So that's just a cavalry slayer right there. Harpoon bolt. Attack the column of enemies with a piercing strike. Can't guard it. 30% crit damage. I mean, usually the crossbow is locked to Lisa, and she already has a better one. Lens plus 20 crit, make it a true hit and guaranteed crit. Yeah, that seems pretty good, especially if you want to guarantee crits. I mean, you could take that sniper lens, put it on the crossbow, and then just get essentially a guaranteed 30% crit damage. Or you could put it on Juggernaut for your hammer bros that have lower accuracy without using their PP skills beforehand. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a good item. Always want the Raven Plumes because initiative is very nice to have. I don't think there's anything I want too much out of this. Maybe some more physical attack increases, maybe. There's some more veteran gear. I think that's just about it, really.
Thank you much.
Some decent stuff in there. It's already built up there. Am I missing a town over here? No, we've rebuilt all those. Okay, good. Alright. Well, it looks like the only way we're getting over there is through here. If you think that frail body is a match for me, I'll show you just how weak you truly are. Who's gonna tell them? Enemy level 30. Oh man. This is like the norm for us at this point. Yeah, okay, starts off at night, so these guys already get boosted stats. And you're just only straight up healers. Okay then. Well, you can't exactly dodge this encounter right here, so we're gonna want to make sure that we win it. You guys will generally still get PP experience.
No mercy.
We do get the skill for you. That assist attack in the forest I wasn't really expecting, but that's okay. I think a lot of this is going to be poison damage, would be my guess.
Guards up.
Not that taking 40 damage immediately off the ramp did us any favors, that's for sure.
Crush him good.
Natural bite poison right now. There's the triple counter. Didn't quite take out all the thieves in the way.
Arrows for you.
Anytime, wow, you healed for nothing, but that's because of their HP recovery then. Oh, good to see somebody landed an attack here. There we go.
Not a chance.
Oh my.
Be restored.
Really? She already went down. Yes.
I shall heal you.
Well, that's not helpful.
I did it.
Well, they weren't really getting too much XP anyway, so I suppose it's not too bad. Who else? We want to go on this way? They're like level 30s and whatnot, and we will take arrow covering fire until we can push them out of the way. Maybe we would just have Oakleys fly over and fight them. Not ideal to have a flyer go after them, but I don't really think I'm
at your service.
Gonna go around them otherwise.
Understood.
Did he already summon another reinforcement? That was fast. Well, may as well go and heal off of that. Thanks for that, I guess.
It seems you've misjudged me.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a fun time here in a second, that's for sure. Anybody else I really need out of this?
Just tell me if anyone.
How you guys do against this? You do literally 0 damage. Alright, well, let's not do that and say we did, shall we?
I'm here. Face me and be cut down. I'll heal you.
I guess that means we got rid of the
I'll tend to your wounds.
The archer hiding in the woods there because they're not going in on this attack.
Victory is ours.
Fran, how's your group do with
Nowhere
this?
is too far. I stand ready.
You guys don't do as well, although we are missing a member, so that's not exactly doing them any favors. Rolf, your group kind of caught up a little bit. This group is not really caught up.
You've need of my wisdom. How might I aid you?
Ideally, they do chip them a little bit, so they might be able to
I stand
get
ready.
this kill.
At once.
Where should I go next?
You're nothing.
Double
Allow
healing
me to aid
assist.
you.
No, of course they killed Fran.
I have to catch my breath.
Rude. Ramona, how you
devotion
do here?
shine
Oh,
through.
well, you can basically win that
I
fight at that
understand.
point.
I'll help
Okay.
however I can.
You don't take any damage
I
from this.
understand. You want
For Bastorius.
So we'll do this, the weaken them. That should more or less guarantee that Ramona's group can take care of it. In which case, they should be able to get a
How
decent
might I
amount
aid
of
you?
experience. And they'll put
This
some
poses quite the
No, apparently,
to fight?
you went from being able to do enough damage to apparently 2 healers is enough for you
All
to
for
not
the
even
sake of
get
my
the kill.
healing.
Okay then. Pretty sure those other groups just outright kill. Oh. Alright. Looks
War
like
is a
Prim's not coming
brutal
back into
mistress.
this fight. You're really not gonna... You really can't outdamage a single healer?
Perhaps I'll purchase a good book to celebrate.
You
Let
do that, I
devotion
guess.
shine
You don't even kill because she's got a
An
level
astute
1
strategy.
HP. Are you kidding
You'll
me?
not be disappointed.
You know, I was trying to get him a
Your
kill,
will
but at this
shall be
rate...
done.
Oh wow, apparently there was a mine in there somewhere.
Blasphemous fool.
I'll tend to
Allow
Yeah,
me
just
to
take
aid
the
you.
support experience, it's fine. You really just couldn't do 1 more damage, could you?
My lance grows ever sharper.
As decreed
I was
by the
halfway
Father
tempted to
himself.
use an empowering
This
drop there,
power
just so
was
that way
heavy.
they would get that experience.
I've
That'll be
I'm
alright.
so hungry.
Alright. Extremely easy liberation fight there. Although, considering before this one, we ended up doing that larger fight for the other city, I guess it's a little bit of a cooldown compared to that. 175 honors, getting closer to being able to get yet another unit slot available to us. 16, still not enough. I said I'm leaving this cursed town and never looking back. Wait, you chased Sonoira off? That's wonderful news. I heard a few Sonorian generals wear magic black armor they dug up from some old ruin. Sounds crazy, right? I'm right about that. I never felt so low in all my years, but you came along and dragged me back up. Okay, we got a ship over here, but where? Yes, yes. Wow, if you repair here, you can get the ships. Tell me more. Wow, okay, that used more of my timber. I need 1 more thing of fish, are you kidding me? Well, we could sell off... I believe we have all of Dragonhold in the Elf area. All of their cities rebuilt, so we're good to go ahead and just throw away a lot of their exclusive equipment, because then I can go ahead and get extra honors of money off of them, which can help make it so we can actually get access to multiple level 5s or expansions, which we have 4 more to get here. Probably Elsalandi's group. I think probably make use of that. We can also get more honors so we can actually go ahead and get people the last of their promotions, which the majority should be getting close. Not quite enough for the shield yet. 9 more divine shards. This is probably something people overlook quite a bit in this game. Much like I did myself, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I haven't done it. But at the same time, you pick, thanks to all the other cities and having a whole bunch of different auxiliary requests available at all points in time, so you can pretty much come over here, just give them any resources that you don't need, especially from the continents where you've actually repaired everything, because all these resources they're doing are literally just sitting around doing nothing, whereas if you throw them out there, you get extra money, you get extra honors to go ahead and get your unit size improvements and whatnot faster. So there's no real reason not to. I mean, there's some materials you may not want to go ahead and throw away, like some of the materials that can be used in other regions that aren't region specific. But the ones that are region specific to a region that you've already cleared out or recovered everything from, there's actually no reason not to do this. And you make a good amount of money off of it also. Probably shouldn't have sold my unsold scrap metal there, but that's okay. Like these herbs, sell them all day, every day. And this is because we have the elf area ourselves actually fully repaired. I believe we have Dragonhold fully repaired as well now. So we can just hop right over there and go ahead and get some more honors that way too, whatnot. Probably could have done off screen, but then people might be like, why do you have so many extra slots in your army and whatnot, when you didn't originally have the honors to do so? And well, this is a way of doing it. This is just a whole bunch of resources that we've been accumulating while fighting in the other territories. So why not take advantage and go ahead and sell some of them off and actually reap some benefits from doing so. They're not crazy gains or anything, as you can see right here, like 3 honors and 1k gold, 1 honor, 1k gold. You pick up a little bit more money, but the honors is certainly not as much. But, I mean, every little bit helps. If you run out, if you have like a whole continent or something, you get 2 per city, and you got like 30-ish cities or whatever in each of the continents. That's just a guess, not my actual knowledge of how many towns are in the area, but you know, say there's like 30 in each area and you get maybe say like 2 or 3 honors average, then you come back, you could pick up like another 90, 100 honors or so, in which case that's 3 or 4 promotions. That could be a squad increase if you don't have your level 4 squads really built like that just yet. There's things you can do here that help yourself out a little bit more even after you've completed an area, as long as you're willing to go back and go through this, where some people probably don't want to, understandably. But I mean, if you're having difficulties, then this is definitely a way to get ahead a little bit within the area itself. I mean, right there, we turned in those 6 dragon skulls that are exclusive to Dragonhold and got 6 honors out of it. It doesn't seem all that impressive, you know, by itself, but of course you take it between every city and all of a sudden you're starting to make quite a bit of money in honors as well as a result. Like I said, there are some stuff you don't want to give away, like this unsullied timber, because it can be used in other areas. Whereas the Dracia lumber and the Draken sea bass are, you know, Dragonhold exclusive, in which case go ahead and sell those off if you have Dragonhold finished. That way you can go ahead and make a little bit of money and honors. I want to say copper is exclusive to Dragonhold as well, but don't quote me on that. I want to say it is, though, based off the general location. But, yeah. Why are we doing this right now? Well, ideally, I'd like us to have all of our squads as outfit as we can have them. So if we're able to do this, we might be able to get another 5+ squad, which will make upgrading them a lot easier, because we'll have, you know, a whole nother person, which can add a whole nother set of firepower, or it can give us like room for a tank that we didn't have otherwise, which could with that addition now make a group viable, things along those lines. So yeah, You do have to turn in all 3 in order to get another set of rewards from that specific city. So if it has resources you don't want to give away, that might lock you out of that city for resources for a little bit longer, but generally it's not too bad. And usually there's plenty of other locations. I mean, you've seen how big this actual continent is. So you can just go ahead and just jump to another city, and then if you ever find yourself with a nexus of that material you didn't want to get rid of originally, then you can go back through and go ahead and turn it in, get yourself some money, reset the quest, and continue to do so. Rinse and repeat for profit. 12 honors right there. And look at that. I mean, we went from, what, basically 0 to 157, jumping between the 2 continents right here. We basically already have enough for another 5-member. And considering we only had 3 of those left, that'll put us at only 2 before our entire set of units are available to us. At least, you can't use every single unit in this game, though it does quite a good job at allowing you to use a vast majority of the actual characters. Unlike something like Fire Emblem, where you're almost incentivized to just make very small groups, but make them, you know, essentially elite small groups and deal with the game that way. Which is a way of doing things, but not always the way I prefer it to be. I would generally like this one more, where I can actually make use of a lot more of my characters. Especially with the roster as big as this game has, in terms of amount of characters you can recruit. Not to say that Fire Emblems is essentially small or anything, but sometimes your ability to deploy units on some maps can be quite low by comparison. I was hoping maybe we could get one more slot increase in this area, but it's starting to look like that may or may not be the case, which is not going to make or break us, I wouldn't think, in the next one. Alright, shouldn't have sold that scrap metal. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, this will give us another unit with an extra unit in it. I know, crazy, right? But that'll help out a little bit. 22 honors, surely we can make this work. We also picked up a ton of money, as you can see there, back up to 107,000. So, you know, it helps you buy some extra weapons. That way you don't always run with worn down equipment or equipment that's not up to snuff to the area that you're in, which we've been doing in this game for quite a minute now. Although that was more of an active choice and out of not wanting to do this, but here we are. So you can't come back to Cornea, or at least it wouldn't be too bad if I went back, because it looks as though we really only have a city or two to rebuild in this area before all of Cornea is rebuilt. In which case we can go ahead and give away a ton of this Cornea stuff. As you can see here, we've got Trout all the way up into the 230s, so we've been sitting on these rewards for quite a minute here. And something tells me I'm not going to need 200 of a material in order to make things happen. These honey apples appear to be a region exclusive, so maybe don't sell those off until you have a little bit more of a need or just want to do so. But yeah, with this, we can go ahead and increase the size of a unit yet again. Wolf's unit usually does decent well for us. So now we can include 2 more people. Question is, who do we want to include in those groups? Rolf, what do you need? You need magic damage. Though I don't know if we really have any leftover magic damage for you is the thing. Well, if you don't have magic damage, then you're going to want a breaker to get through the others. Probably put you up here, since I'm sure you're far tankier. You You have a whole bunch of hybrid damage. You have healing. I mean, this group generally has what it needs. Aramis needs to be promoted at some point or another. Who else would we really want here? We haven't used our Wyvern Rider at all, so I suppose we could throw them in there. Even if they don't actually do all that much, at least they'll be there for XP and whatnot. That seems fine. Could we have done a bit more within the area? Got more honors and whatnot? Could have upgraded people and stuff? Sure. But for the time being, this seems fine. I do want to hit up that harbor at some point or another, though. Maybe we just take a quick sweep through the area, see if we can find some more fish. Because I believe it was fish that they were looking for. Although the last areas that haven't been built, but I don't have anybody stationed there, the newest ones we just did. Alright, just get to the actual game. Yeah, I'm getting there, okay. We should be just ahead here. Let us commence our preparations and deploy when ready. A fleeting dream. Is that fish for us right there? Oh, let's go. Is it the right one I needed, though? Yes, and actually just enough. Okay, well, that was just extremely lucky and convenient. I'll take it. Without a functional port, it's been impossible moving goods in and out of the town, yet our fortunes have changed entirely due to your generous support. We already checked the armory in here, didn't we? We didn't have.
Relax.
Thundering Strongbow. Attack a single enemy, inflict physical damage minus 75%. Wow, okay, you just straight up neuter somebody with that. Your physical attackers anyways. Shattering Pursuit. Follow up with a column-piercing attack, inflict 25 defense minus. There's something to it. It's really not that crazy, though. The bow was crazier than the lights there. Let's board the ship here. Secluded shore? Sure, why not? Usually the secluded shores are at least somewhat decent. Okay, this one turns out that it's just going to be far better because we have a door to fight. And provided the recording doesn't crash, you guys can actually see one of the doors. Because unlike that one recording where I did a majority of them and it crashed and I lost all the fights, so we can see this one. Assuming we can win, which considering it's a gladiator, I imagine we can. Unless they just HP stall me, but yeah, it looks like that is not happening. Probably just gonna spam Elemental Roar, and these guys are just gonna have no chance.
With me.
Oh no, I can't block the attacks. Whatever will I do? Oh, you know, probably just one-shot him.
Yourselves.
You won't hurt my friends.
Yeah, these guys are, alright, well, I guess Elaine will just, you know, one-shot him for us. We didn't even have to use Elemental Roar there. Elaine just did Elaine things. And we get the axe, plus 10 initiative, plus 10 evasion, plus 1 AP. 2 more sets of weaponry are available to us. And considering it was said that was in all directions of the compass, basically they're going to be in Albion. That's really the only area we haven't really touched like that. That being said, who can make use of this axe? I mean, we've got some axe wielders in here, also some breakers that can use axes. Fran has the meteorite axe, although if we gave her this axe, then she gets the plus 1 AP. And apparently, yeah, it just barely helps out her attack. Does give her much more initiative, though, which will make her do more damage. We could give somebody else this meteorite axe as a result, though. Could give it to Morden. Although we could give him Juggernaut instead. He doesn't have any crit, though, so the 30% crit damage isn't exactly doing much for him. So maybe we just give him the meteorite axe instead. And then Keitra can then go ahead and have Juggernaut. And then we definitely should be giving her some better gear. The question is, what would we want to give her? It's not something I really care to look into right now, considering we got a fight coming up, but also we have a fight coming up, so if we're not going to do it now, when are we going to do it? Ah, well, we'll deal with it. Could just teleport her back to the harbor, probably would have been just as quick, but that's okay. Got a ship here, headed for the secluded shore, we know. For the sake of our commerce, I truly do hope this war ends soon, and once it does too, our town will flourish greater than ever before, I'm certain. So you say. Oh. You had the Flame X staff, but surely there's something better for you. Oh, you with the magic shell? Rather than... that just gives extra damage, which doesn't actually mean anything for you. Maybe the Vorpal? Extra HP and initiative? You lose Flame Curse, but we're not using it anyways, that seems fine. Rolf, you could have better gear for sure. Question is, what would we want to give them instead? Green Beret for extra damage? And then maybe a Bangle just to be a little bit tankier defensible. And then change out the Mercenary eye patch for a Veteran. Or then maybe then we give him the Mercenary one too, and all of a sudden he's got 50% chance to crit or something like that. 69% chance to crit at that. Just make him a crit machine? Sure, why not? What could go wrong? Morden is now, he's got some better gear. Adele's fine, he's outfitted. Bran is fine. Could take off the Warrior's Medallion if we want to, though it does give her 9 physical attack plus some crit. That's probably fine. That Thieves' Mantle's probably keeping him alive, although he's not going to be dodging if he's charging those, the thing. Although if they attack before he goes for the charge, then he might be able to dodge with it. That's probably fine. Melisandre, I think you're generally okay. Yeah, you're probably fine. Monica, you do better with magic blades, which I don't really have too many others of. The Phantom Knight sword, I mean the runic sword is like 2 less magic defense, but you get a little bit of physical attack with it. Although your physical attack isn't all that great, so. A Sylph's Blade, although that's physical attack again. That's fine for you. Tatiana, we could give you some better accessories maybe. I mean, surely something better than the Iron Bangle. We do have an AP pendant that I still need to give to somebody. Who would I give that to that doesn't already have one, though? You don't have one, but your bow gives you one. Do we really need you to have 4? Probably not. Our healers having more AP, probably not doing too much for us. Our damage dealers probably make better use of it. You guys already have 1 each. Fran, yours is maxed out. Melisandre, I mean, we really only need your Meteor Slash. And then the rest of it you can give back through parry and charge assist, so that seems okay. Monica, you already have one. Tatiana, we could give you one. Is it really necessary, though? Do we not have better staffs for you? It feels like we should at this rate. But these are all like charging ones. It feels like we should have better staffs than what we do. Or maybe not. Keitra, surely we can give you some better gear. You have the crit hammer. What if we just go crit build with you? We're talking like veteran eye patch. We're talking mercenary eye patch if I have one left. I do. Now all of a sudden she's got a 54% crit chance with an extra 30% damage. Have to give the debuff ring to somebody. We should probably do that. Vengeful impetus. Trading her. Nah, you already get decent buffs. You already have decent self buffs, so that's fine. This in order. It gets me a guaranteed crit, but we already gave her crit build, so she doesn't really need it like that. Retaliations, you're not doing retaliations. Poison, death blow, blindness, burn. May not be the worst because you guys don't have raise hit rates. Physical defense, guard rate. Would help you guard a bit more, and you have a decent amount of HP to make it work. Rare of spectacles, and then you're not going to be missing basically at all, but you already have a skill that makes up for it. So maybe we just give you a Raven Bloom for speed. There's a Lindy, you're good. Virginia, you're good. Leah, you could generally have something better. But that's fine. Prim. Change out your Silken Scarf for a Royal one for better evasion. Vitality Talisman. You have 83 HP, it says. You don't, you know, that's good and all, but you don't really need that. How about some defense on your end, huh? Berengaria, you're good. Aramis. And we gotta get you promoted at some point. You, we can give you a better hood. We can give you a Sage's hood for better damage. Give you the green beret to make you a better mixed attacker. And then we can give you a scarf to be a little more dodgy. Celeste, we could change out your sniper's lens for the sniper amber lens. Does get you the guaranteed crit. Eagle Eye only costs 1 AP, whereas Amber Lens costs 2. You already have Griffin Glide though, and that gets you AP back. Hey, you're probably fine. Riddell, I mean, that's pretty much good for you. Yours, we could definitely give you something better. You generally guard people a lot more than you would think, so that's fine. You don't really need accuracy like that. Could give you a little more evasion, since you do like to stun people out. Earrings of Pursuit. There's like retaliation earrings, but that's counterattacks. In which case that might be better for somebody like Bernice to have. Although she doesn't really have all that much room for stuff like that. But at 40%, it's probably better than the Elite. 12% more or just straight up attacks? I mean, one of these things is not like the other. What else do we want? Who else still needs some? For Eleanor, we could give you a Raven's Plume as well. Physical attack, I don't think there's really all too much better for you here in terms of split weaponry. I don't think so. That does seem to be a weakness of the hybrid users, is that they're geared towards hybrid. Is pretty well limited, it feels like. For now, can we not get you a better lance? Surely we have a better lance in here somewhere for you. Steel Spear is still 22 attack. It's not like it's bad or anything. That's probably fine for now. Golden Ram Axe, that is kind of like your specialty one, and it does help your accuracy, so that's not bad. Man, these guys are just so weak right now. I gotta promote them and everything at some point here. Of course, we just used all of our stuff on, you know, not that, so... yeah. Bertrand, you're probably fine. Bryce, you're probably fine. Alright. Well, we did get to show off a door fight, so the entrance of this video not crashing and us losing it, we're going to go ahead and save it right here. And we will do that fight in the next. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys then. See ya.